Chattanooga, it's your girls Adam K here. You know that here in the Tennessee Valley and most of the country, they're calling for this wintry mix. And today, to help us stay warm without increasing our utility bills, is EPB Energy Pro Nate Thomasson. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am well, okay, warm, and I'd like to stay that way. And I know a lot of people would too. I know you've seen all the forecasts. Everybody's talking about it. The shelves are a bit empty, but how are residents supposed to prepare to stay warm ahead of this weather this weekend without increasing their bills?
A few recommendations that we make to people in the wintertime, especially when it's really cold, is adjusting your thermostat as low as possible, but still being comfortable right now. So, you can adjust it even 1 to 2 degrees at a time. So, like, say right now, if you have it set at 70, maybe see if you can still be comfortable at 68. Every bit that you can lower that thermostat right now, the more energy you're going to save.
Now, for those people who might have drafts and 70 just might not work, what is the highest that'll be safe for our pockets that we can set our thermostats?
Well, it's really hard to say sometimes, because some people like it warmer in the house, and some people are fine with it being cold. I would just say, it really varies from household to household. But if you can just try setting it as low as possible and still being comfortable in the house, that's the best route to take.
Okay, you touched on what we should do. What should we not be doing?
Well, I really see a lot of people right now using space heaters, and so, I know some people may not have HVAC systems and other types of heating than space heaters, but if you do have to use space heaters, try to choose space heaters with a lower wattage to help maybe not use as much energy, and then the built-in safety features, because sometimes a lot of people may set them next to furniture, or have clothes or other things around them. And like I said, just try to find one with the built-in safety features where if it gets knocked over or something happens, it'll shut itself off, and just keeping a good clearance around it.
Okay, and we've talked about staying warm inside the home. Are there any tips that you have for us preparing our homes externally?
Well, now's a good time to get your HVAC system service. Just make sure that the unit's running up to par, and running as efficiently as it can. And then also, right now, it's never a bad idea to get some of those outside faucet covers, to put on
Yes.
to help keep your pipes from freezing as well.
Okay. Now, what about after the storm? After the temperatures, uh, they might stay low or they might go back up, like we've been doing, this winter. Where should we keep the thermostat then? Is it still low? Is it maybe turning it off? How do we shake back after this storm?
Well, so I really would never recommend turning the thermostat completely off. Because if you turn the thermostat off and you leave the house, or then the house gets really really cold, and then you go over there and you turn the heat back on, you're actually going to defeat the purpose from any energy that you saved. Because most people have a heat pump system around this part of the region, and a heat pump system has backup heat in it called auxiliary heat or emergency heat. That when the unit is running in overdrive trying to heat the home, or in the really, really cold weather, it can pull on this auxiliary or backup heat, which can be very, very expensive.
Okay. Okay, so turning off is a no-no. What about, we talked about the space heaters. What about generators, gas or electric? What do you recommend, if at all?
Really, the one thing that we do recommend for the generators is making sure that you keep those outside, keeping all the exhaust and everything. Just make sure that if you are going to use a generator, that you keep them outside. Another thing, if we are talking about generators, if we do have any power outages, is we tell people try to keep a lot of blankets close by, any extra layers, and opening drapes or shades on the sunny side of the house. If the sun's out, to let any of those rays from the sun help heat the inside.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Nate. That sums up all that we need to know. And you guys make sure that you take all this into consideration as we are preparing for this storms. They're calling for it to begin Saturday and Sunday, and it could linger, it could not, but we'll still monitor. So make sure you keep all this in preparation, and we hope that you stay warm and safe this weekend. Thank you so much, Nate, for sharing all these wonderful tips with us.
Thank you.
All right. I'll get up with you later, Chattanooga. It's your girl, Sign Up K here with Brewer Media Group.